Alright, the recording is on. What's going on, people? You don't know Mark Fagan here coming at you once again. Today we're going back test market structure, and we're going to back test the power of the swing count, right? So now you don't know we're using DTFX concepts, and in DTFX concepts it says 4 to 6 swings and price reverses, right? So this is a good way to keep yourself out of trouble. I know it helped me from making terrible decisions, even though sometimes I still make these stupid decisions. But the more you use it, the more you're going to abide by it, and more success you'll have in trading, because you can use it as a compass, as a guide, right? And the good thing about it is I don't have to once I start using that, I don't have to be doing stuff like, oh man, let me go on the hour and see what's going on the hourly. Oh man, we down in the hourly. Oh my god, you know what I mean? And then no, you have to keep this in your brain while you're on the 1 minute scalping, or you stay on the hourly and then you have to wait for a long hourly move, 2 3 days for an hourly move. This method help you to basically get more trades, and it help you keep you out of trouble. So like always, we're going to back test this thing. We're going to back test it. Right? Alright, so what I like to do is I take a larger swing, and then I take a play inside of the larger swing. So I see this big swing here, so right? I could even take this big swing here, but this swing here is more my speed, right? So you have your high here and you have your low here. So this is a higher time frame swing, right? So then now, let me just mark it out. So you have this high here, right? And then you have this low, and then it trade above and run the high, right? So this is this is the big swing, right? So now inside the big swing now, we want to see, all right, how price behave, right? So we have these other swings. So this is the second form of structure, right? So this is, I guess you can call this one swing. We count in the larger swings within we count in the smaller swings within the larger swings, but these are larger swings compared to the swings that we're gonna see like just before we take our entries and whatnot, right? So that's 3 swings already, right? This down move here, I guess you can call this a fourth swing, right? And then this, maybe you can call this a fifth swing, right? But we want to count our swings, right? And then this is also a swing here, right? We start ranging, because you see, we did this. We have this low, this high, this low, this high, and a low get run, right? And then immediately when we see that, we say, oh, it's a market structure shift. And then it shift up, put in a new high, and then it run this low, right? And then it run the high again, and people like, what the hell going on? So one thing you have to remember in market structure is that there are ranges. So usually when you run a higher time frame high, I did a video about this. When you run a higher time frame high, again, what happened? You have some accumulation going on, and inside the accumulation is where you scalp. But this big accumulation right here, we know that we have the swing count 1 2 3 4 5. We know that, all right, we have 5 swings. We look like we're accumulating in order to come down here, because remember, market structure is typically low and then the high, and then we come back down to the 50%, and then we go above, right? But in real life, it's really messy, right? So we'll have the 5 swings. And we know that this is the bottom of the range here. And we know that this is the top of the range. So we're not really interested in taking entries, this in back testing. Oh, I forget to tell you, we're back testing USD Canadian. And today's date is the 31st of March. All right, so so we're looking at this range, top of the range, bottom of the range, right? So we see that this low, this high, this is also a swing. All right, so let's count the swings inside here and see what's going on, right? Just see how it correlates. So we have, this is one swing. As you can see, it swing down, swing up. That's one swing, right? What is this? Is the second swing, right? This is the third swing, and this is the fourth swing, right? So we have the fourth swing. So we have the swing count structure, and then we look at the narrative. We end up at the top of the range, right? Or you can say, well, you just pass this higher time frame, right? Because you won't know if it's a range yet because this is before all this, right? We're just hindsighting now, just to get the concept cemented. So then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 swings, top of the range. Guess what happened? We have our range, right? We have this bottom of the range, this top of the range, and look, this is smaller range, which is a part of a larger range. That crazy, though. Oh, I forget. This is 50% of the zone. Right here, 50%. Just keep that in mind, right? All right. So we have this range. And what happened? We reverse. Go the other way. Right? And in the range, you notice there's a manipulation down and then a manipulation up. So what they call it? Accumulation. What they call it? Manipulation. Distribution. Or something like that. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. But anyway, so let's follow the swings going down because we break structure, right? We do this. So let's see. Let's follow these smaller swings. Let's see what these smaller swings will give us. So you can say that. Let me just use the larger swings. This is one swing. Trade up, come down. This is 2 swings. All right. This is the third swing. Right. This is the fourth swing. What happened? Range. Why? We just run a higher time frame low. Oh my God. It doing it again. Right? It run the high up here, it range. It run the low down here, it range. So then what? Top of the range, bottom of the range. Right? That's 4 swings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Range. Right? So now it ranging. Right? You get this. And reverse. Bam. Right? It reverse. So now let's count the swings in the other direction. we can say, well, one, hold on. All right, let's count the swings in other direction. Let me use this. This is one swing. Oh God, man. This is one swing, because it's swing down, swing up. This is another swing. This is not a swing, because it did not cross the high. But this is another swing, right? Because it traded down, traded up. So that's two swings, right? And then we'll come up. Whoa. This is three swings, right? One, two. This big hell of a swing. Three swings. Top of the range. And it trade down. Right? 4 to 6 swings. Sometimes three. Sometimes three. You know. But most of the time it's 4 to 6. We'll keep testing the concepts. Alright. So now look. We know that we're ranging. We're at the top of the range. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. We're ranging. We're at the top of the range. So this is top of the range here. This is bottom of the range here. This is top of the range for the smaller range, bottom range. But we still expect what? Trade down into the 50% and up, or even trade down to the bottom here and come up, right? No sign of structural break yet. We thought this was a break. No, we got fooled. Bam. Right? This, to me, looks like a structural break. We have this low, this high, this low. That's one swing. We have this low, this high. That's two swings. Another rule of thumb you have to understand is the larger swings is what set the direction. What I mean by that? So this is the larger swing, and it set the direction because we're still following the concept of bam. Even though you have all this stuff going on in here, we know that at the end of the day, the larger swing set the direction to go up. And you know, you have a little foolishness come down. You might even wick down a little bit past the low, and then it start following structure come up, right? But the larger swing told us what to do, because you notice we started following these smaller swings in here. 1, 2, and then 3, and then we're like, oh, what the hell happened? We're supposed to have 4 and 5 and 6. Larger structure, right? So sometimes it even fooled me. That's why I'm saying, you know, this thing, you have to practice this thing, dog. All right, so anyway, boom blast. This is one swing. Let me change. Let me delete this. Let me look a full swing here. All right, so yo, boom. This is one swing. Come up, come down. Right? This is what? Trade up. Second swing, right? So we have 2 swings down, right? We see price coming up. On this, and you can even count the smaller swings if it's in conjunction with what you're trying to do. So for example, this is one swing. This is 2 swings. This is 3 swings. This is 4 swings. This is 5 swings. And guess what happened? Bottom of the range. What happened? We start reversing. You can see that this, you can see that you have this low. And if you want to count this as a swing too. But anyway, you can see that this low, put in a high. This low, put in a high. Put in a low. Flip. come back to what? The low that put in the high and trade up, right? Trade up. This is one swing here. We expect a second swing to form here. So even though we trade up because of these little swings in here, we still anticipate price to come down, right? That's what we're anticipating. We're anticipating price to come down. Why? Because we're at the top of the range, and top of the range is for shorts. Even though we're at the bottom of you probably get the picture by now. So in here, what's going on in here? Well, in order to do something, you have a swing in here, right? So you have this low, this high. So you have this zone up in here. I'm just going to call it a zone. And we anticipate price to come up here and come down to fulfill what it's supposed to be doing. So let's keep moving. And obviously what we're doing, we're counting the swings as we're going up, right? So we can say, we can even say, this is one swing, Bamson, right? And then Bamson. This is what? Two swings. Let me change the color back to Bamson, right? So now we'll come down now, boom. Three swings. This low has not get run. If the low get run or the high get run, you negate the swing. You mean the swing, you don't count it. But this low, let me see if it run it. This low now gonna run it. Alright, so that's what? 3 swings. Because it didn't run it. So we have 3 swings already. Right? We expect 4 to 6 swings and reverse. And you have little swings in here that will tell you when this is coming back down, because look here. Look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, just like the big time frame. And what we expect up here? Some ranging, right? And then we expect, we expect fake out, and then a run up, and then price eventually say, right? So let's speed up, not speed up, let's just continue. Boom! We'll have that run. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swings. Whoa. We shoot up. Shoot up high. If you want to count this as 7, so be it. Right? But guess what? We're still using 3 swings here. Right? 3 big boy swings. So we come up, shoot up. I guess you can say this was a little baby range. This little thing here, maybe not. I don't know. But what do we have here? What do we have here? Top of the range, bottom of the range. So now, if I was to say, top of the range for shots and thing, we still have 3 swings here. We still need another swing. So this high probably gonna get run. maybe, to create another swing. No lows were taken as yet. No lows were taken as yet. Alright, we take lows now. We're range, still in our range. Nope. Alright. So guess what? The big boy, the big swing want to express himself. Right? One. That might be another that big swing right there. Right? So we have all of these swings now. One, two. Oh, shoot. My bad. This 4 swings. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm not going to count this as 5. This is the equal highs, which is the narrative. And we know equal highs run what? Both lows. So it run this low. Sorry. Equal highs run both lows. So this high came from this low down here. And this high came from this low down here. And if you run this, right? But structure don't tell me, say, yo, we're coming back down to here. Eventually, we'll count the swing them. So now we're reversing. We have our little range, reversing. Right? So what we have? 1 swing, 2 swing, 3 swings, 4 we're at this low here. I put in this high. So we'll just look out for that. Alright. It negated that swing. Alright. Okay, so that swing got negated. Big deal. Move faster on that. So what I say? Almost 3 swings. Alright. Oops. So this is the 3rd swing. Right? We just following the swings, you know. It's 3rd swings. Because we know we end up, we're going to put a big swing boy down here. So we're creating swings. 4th swing. We're just following structure. And we're using the big swing as the guide. Sorry, this is the guide. I don't need this. We're using this swing higher. Come back down. Fail to put in a low. Okay, that's fine. Fail to put in a high. Okay. Because we know that we're creating another swing. Right? Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 swings, right? This zone, we have a zone here that's unmitigated, but we know that this low here failed to put in a new high, which let's just something that you know part of structure. If a low failed to put in a high, then that low is going to get cooked, meaning it's going to get taken. We're not going to respect it. Respect it. Or did it respect it? Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4 swings. It traded into a zone. Yes, you got this run up here, but don't get excited. Oh my God, it's going up. Let me take the long and come all the way up here because it's going shoot off and all them thing there. No. Eventually, it's going to get killed. You just have to wait. See, it's struggling. It's struggling. It's struggling. It's struggling. Whoop! Run it. See? So you have to know what you do. You have to know what you do. Right? Just because you see it going up and some people think it going up and go all the way up and run every. No. Why? The larger swing plus the swing count. So now look. Let me clean up this and start over. Make it look, cause it kind of probably confusing. So we have this, right? And then we have this range. We have these swing counts here. Let me just start over. Get a better clean up the chart. We have 2 swing. We have 3 swing. This little one, you can say 4. You can even call this the 5th one. And then you can even call this the 6th one. Whichever one you want to use. Or you want to use this one. Doesn't matter. 6 swings, right? Let's just call it 6 swings. Right? Then we have a range. Right? We're going through this systematically. Showing us, say, swing count rules. Then we have a range. And we know in the range, tops get manipulated, bottoms get manipulated. Right? So we have this range. But inside the range, we also have structure. So we see 1, 2, 3, 4, reverse. Come back down. Right? Look at this leg again. Then you count going up. 1, you probably say what? 1, 2, never really work out. 3, okay. So if that don't work out, fine. 1, come on. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just wait till we go to the bottom of the range. Right? We'll find a zone. Bam. Trade up. What happened again? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And he said 4 swings. And he see this long run and he's like, oh, it don't work. But then usually, it's a sign of reversal. You have equal highs. Run this low. This low belong to this high here, this low here, and then you have this low here belonging to this high here. So price trade matching that equal high. Your 3 equal highs. You know that this gonna get cut. Sorry for the yawning, guys. I'm tired. This get cut. This get cut. Right? Going the opposite because we're reversing. And then we do the same thing again. 1, 2. This got negated. So all of this is 3. Then this is 4. Right? 4 swings. We trade into this zone here. It trade up. Right? Oops. Trade up. Take this low. Put in this high. Fail to put in a new high. Right, so we can say, okay. Then the low is expected to get run. So now you look up and you say, boy, Mark, you're lying because look here, it ran it. Friend, this is a higher time frame wick. So if you go on the 5 minute, you don't even have to go on the hourly or the 15 minute. You can see that this is a wick. This is not a body, this is a wick. Right? So, yeah. So then now, as what structure was saying, this low getting killed. So the low got killed. So now we establish that this is the top of the range and the bottom of the range. So now we kill this low. We can even say, boy, we can take a shot. A long. But I would not be taking this way. Let me see. I would not be taking this long. Would I be taking this long? If my swing count is not fulfilled. So I'm going to go so boom. 1 swing. I'm going to go so boom. 2 swing. Right? I'm going to go so boom. 3 swing. And then still on that 3 swing. Negate my swing. Bottom of the range. Failure to take a low. This give me a weak equal high though. Weak double bottom. This is not a proper double bottom that can say, yo, we're going to go all the way up. So don't get hopes up. You just have to wait till prophecy fulfill. Right? 1, 2, 3. Reverse that swing there. Anyway. Trade back up into the range. See what's going on here. We're going back up to the top of the range. Going back up to the top of the range. When I said this is a weak equal low, I meant this. This is a high. This is a low. This is a high and this is a low. This high here, you would say, people say equal lows run the highs, right? But according to Dave Teach's concepts, this high, so normally you have this and this and this, and then it price come here and come here and come here, right? And he said double bottom. But if this low is shorter than this one, right? What you will have is it come up and it creates some sort of equal high, and then the low get run. Same thing if it was in a situation with the lows. So anyway, so it trade up, and we like, yeah, you're going to shoot up to the top of the world, and it does not. It actually give you an equal high up here, and then it doesn't really give you anything, right? It doesn't give you what you wanted it in terms of, it's gonna tear off the highs and thing. So now we come back down to the bottom of the range, right? Oh yeah, once again we're talking, but we're being guided by the swing count. All this talk I'm talking, is I'm being guided by the swing count, and I'm being guided by the narrative. So watch it. We'll go. So boom, one swing, boom, two swing, boom, three swing. What's that? Four swing. Remember, these are wicks. Really count the wicks. What's that? Five swing. If you want to go so fine. Five swing. What, you want to say six? Alright. Six swing. What happened at the six? Bottom of the range. What's going on at the bottom of the range? There's no zone over here, so don't think about it. Right? Don't bother drag nothing from the left. We're using the swing count. What we have? Let's count again. A, B, C. We have one swing, two swing, three swing, four swing. Trade up. Right? I'm not looking to the left. I'm not trying anything over here like this. Oh, no, I don't need to. Because at the fourth swing, what I'm waiting on, I'm anticipating structure to break. See? Structure. Boom. Kill that. Trade up in there. Short. And while we're shorting, guess what we're doing? Same thing again. Dinner share, dumpling and mackerel. Wave thanks because something in the pot still. One swing. This come up. Never do nothing. Two swing. Boom blast. Boom blast, what you say? I said three swing boom blast. Three swing. What you say? Four swing. Right? This get negated. Okay. So we say, alright. If that get negated, these are the fourth swing. I remember we use the bottom of the range, top of the range as a guide. So we have, what I say we have? We have this little boy here, so. Or you can even say 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 swings. Right? Or if you want to count 1, 2, 3. Expect one more. 4. Right? We don't flip off a 3. We flip off a 4. Right? 4 swings. We don't see any structural flip up in here, anything telling us we're going bullish yet. Even though we're inside this zone here, yeah, everything look good. But we need to see structure. And inside this fourth swing, what you have? You have them little baby swing here. You have them little baby swing here. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. We have a little flip. Some people you could all count this too and say, boy, this are 4. But you have a flip, right? Let's see how far the flip take us. The flip come from all the way up here, so come down here, so bouncing. And you say, whoa, will it return? Range, trade up, meow, trade back down, 50%. What's the narrative? What's the play? We have all these swings come down, right? We're at about 50% of the range. Who going long? Let's see who going long out of this. Remember, this is the top of the range here, bottom of the range here. If I'm going too long, I'm waiting till it come down here. If it fly up, will leave me it gone. Okay, I'm cool. But come down, trade up, left me. So it all flip up here. It left me. Come back. Gone. Never even decide. So why? Why didn't it go up? Because remember we have this big range and price want do it want do. Right. Even though we flip up, yeah, it's just our time for just get cooked. So the bottom of the range, it wick down. Usually probably wick down, come back up, but I need to see swings. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 50% of the range now. Right here, see, 50%. Well, that's not 50, but this is the unmitigated zone here. So this is the only time I use in the zone to the left. As just, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Gone. Shoom. Get a nice 1-to-1. And now we can see say boy it a follow structure. Although it kind of hard to see. And 1. Right. Trade up. Just call this 2. Right there, so. Trade up 3, 4, 5. Ain't that crazy? 5 swings. All of those who blind, like myself, who need glasses, let me break it down. Blockman style. 1. 2. Run that. 3. Sorry. 2. 3. Let's see if we create our 4th. 1, 2. Oh. Trade up. 3. Let's see if we create our 4th. See if we create our 4th. We can count these down here too. Can do this all night, ladies and gentlemen. It's still gonna be the same. One, one, two, three, four, five. Range. Shoot down. Probably gonna shoot up and then come back down. Right, have to create a new eye. See it there? Shoot up. Shoot down on the range, shoot up on the range. It's following a larger structure, maybe. I don't know. Nah, front run it, but nah, front run it. Multiple mitigations in this, so chances are I could run it, but may I use my swing count as my guide. 1, 2, 3, 4 up here. It gone down. It could take forever. Maybe there's another count that I missed somewhere over here. No. 1. Ooh. Seat, yeah. Shit. Look. 1. 2. Am I doing this correctly? Let me just do it like this. Come here. 1 and it do the thing. 2 and it do the thing. 3. Yeah. So we just touched the bottom of the larger range, so we might end up running the high. But we shall see. Yep. Run the high. So ladies and gentlemen, that should give you enough, and it probably not even run the high yet, this is probably just a week right or so. This should give you a good understanding of using the swing count to be your guide, right? If the smaller swings don't work out, that means it was meant to make larger swings, right? Always use the larger swings as your guide. So like this now. 1, 2, right? 3. That's 3. We're at the top of the range. Come on, give me the 4. Equal highs. Let me see this low, put in this high. Yep. There wasn't a lower enough. So that's 4 swings. All right. Well, what's going on? What's going on? We can say that this low, no, this low never put in this high. So now what I do that? Low, high, low, high. This is not no equal high. But we have 4 swings. We cross this higher time frame high, even though we wake up above it. No, on the 15 minute it beat it. Now we're about hourly. We beat it on the hourly too. Look, cross. So guess what? I think we're going to end up ranging up in here. We're going to end up ranging up in here. And then do some craziness. Yo, reverse. This is what we was looking at all along. We didn't have to come over here and get confused with it's doing some crazy shit. No, we just take a higher time frame swing and we'll count our swings inside. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I hope this video helped you. Remember, use it as an important part of market structure. Alright? Peace.